Welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yes, I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I've had a few people mention stuff and a couple people reach out and I'm like, you know what, I already created the list, let's go for it. Gifts from $101 all the way up to technically about $2,000, but the majority of them are under $500. Actually, probably a good chunk of them are right around the 200 or less. So let's jump right into this. And it's gonna be 15 total, I'm gonna say items, but really number 15 will be 2 items. So don't forget to like, subscribe, keep sharing. If there's something here you already own, you know, throw me a like. Something you want to own, hit a like. Throw me a bone. Appreciate the support. I will tell you that about half of the links may be affiliate links. Some of them definitely will not be, and it won't cost you a dime extra. It just throws me a little chump change to cover costs. Keep looking at certain things, and it's all a matter of what has the best bang for the buck for the channel. But gotta hold off for now. So let's jump right in. Number 1, and I have 2 of these, and I gave them to my son. I have one right now though. Yes, a mini keg. Get these for 128 ounce. They run about $34. You get the top piece for about another 34 to 36. This piece can run anywhere from like 12 to another 20 some dollars. And then you have something like right here, picnic tap, 2.1 now, 2.0 this one. And you're talking just over $100. Even if you have 5-gallon kegs, this is great. Now my son comes over and fills up off my kegs, but you're going over to a friend's house, there you go. You got 10 pours or smaller if someone just wants a sample. Just a nice quick way, you pull out off your main keg and you rock and roll and you go on. Just a great overall gift for any kind of home brewer out there. Number 2, and I'm gonna be specific on these items because there's some different generations, but this is still the current gen. And I'm recommending the kit. I'm not recommending the standalone. Standalone sometimes goes on sale for about 60 bucks, which is pretty sweet. But the Fermzilla All Rounder, in my eyes, is just probably one of the most well-rounded, pun intended, fermenter. You get a nice little spunning valve for the kit. I believe this still comes with it, so you can take the top off if it gets stuck. I haven't had that problem lately, but every once in a blue moon, you get a little wart spillage around the outer edge and you gotta be able to get that thing off. Comes with a basic floating dip tube, which is nice. But yeah, this thing as a kit will run you about $120. Keep in mind, some of these prices I'm giving you are the latest retail, and there's been a lot of really good sales from Black Friday that just happened, and then more sales going on throughout December. You're gonna have sales in Father's Day around that time and other days. So there'll always be different sales going on. So some of these prices will be significantly less than what I'm telling you. Some might actually go up though, just a heads up. So Fermzilla All Rounder, definitely a nice all-round fermenter for just about any kind of fermentation, whether you're doing pressure or non. I've probably done about 50-50, both pressure and then some not with pressure. Number 3, tilt hydrometers. I have like 5 of these things. I love these things. Yes, I like the EasyDens, and that's on the list. But the tilts, you can let it float, gives you the temperature, which helps me to monitor my temperatures for fermentation, which is the most important part, and it lets me know how far the fermentation's going. Remember, under pressure fermentation, your numbers are gonna be a little off, but for just regular fermentation, you can't beat them. I mean, they're just great all-around systems. I mean, they're floating wireless hydrometers, come on. Number 4, I don't have this, but if you have the Conical pressure fermenter from Fermzilla, is the Hop Bong pressure pack for Fermzilla. Came out this year, ingenious, very convenient. If you have some of the parts, you can buy the parts to put one together and use other parts you already own. That makes it very, very affordable. If not, you're talking about $180 to $155. I think it was on sale recently. I think that's where I got the $155 from, but something to be aware of. This one I don't have, but Fermzilla Conical Fermenter Pressure Kit, or Fermzilla Conical Pressure Kit Fermenter, Gen 4, not Gen 3, Gen 4 specifically. I liked certain features about it better than the Gen 3, runs around $170. You can pick up the Gen 3 for a significant discount, but the Gen 4 was very, very impressive, and that was number 5 on the list. Number 6, Anvil. Anvil Bucket Fermenter, 7.5 gallons. No, I don't have one, but I will tell you, I've seen some people out there, I believe Hops and Gnarly has, I wanna say 4 of them it looks like, but there are a lot of people that swear by them. I know Apartment Brewer has at least one. They're just great. They're stainless steel, super easy to clean. I've heard nothing but good things about them, which is great. Number 7, yes. I had to bring this back on this list too because the price range is $144 for the 2 ounce up to $340 for the 8 ounce. And that would be what I said is a great gift item because it gives every quarter for an entire year. So every 3 months, they're remembering you send them a gift. You get the 8 2 ounce or the 8 ounce containers of hops, Yakima Valley, the Hop Box. Just one of those gifts that keeps giving year round and gives them little gifts inside the box with the hops. So it's kind of cool. Number 8, I have 2 of these. Only brought 1 out for the video, but hey. Yes, Jaded Scylla, designed for all-in-one systems. They make a lot for different systems. It will cool a little faster without one of these disconnects restricting, but convenience. I mean, I like the convenience. This is my go-to, tried, true, awesome. And when I tell you the next item, you're gonna go, what? Number 9, yes, I like my Jaded Scylla, but I've been using the BrewEasy compact system recently, and gotta tell you, the Blichmann Therminator, and yes, I've got quick disconnects on here, restricts a little bit of the flow. This thing rocks. I'm very impressed. I will say you need cooler water. It's a little bit of a struggle here in Florida, but I have the same issues over here with the Jaded, trying to struggle to keep my temperature down. My only reason I like my Jaded more is that I can't see inside this thing to clean it. So I clean it immediately after, I clean it just before use. I just want to keep it nice and clean inside. I don't want anything getting clogged. And then I seem to be draining water for, weeks. But yeah, the Blickman Therminator, it is what they call a plate chiller. Amazing device, does a great job. I will say phenomenal. But yeah, very, very, very impressed. Number 10, Anvil, Crucible, Conical Fermenter. Crazy easy to clean. The legs are a little shorter when you buy it. You can buy extended legs to bring it up above the edge of a keg so you can fill directly from here to the keg. But just a great all-around system. It supports a glycol chilling system. You have to buy those parts separately, of course, and the glycol chiller, of course. But I remember someone telling me how easy it was to clean. When I cleaned it myself, I was like, wow. It's a little different when you do it yourself and you realize just how easy it really is. Number 11, EasyDens by Anton Paar. Yeah, I know they have a newer one that's a little less expensive. Jury's still out, in my opinion. There's a difference in price, there's a difference in cost to make, so this thing is rocking and rolling, giving me accurate readings. I feel that it's dead on every single time. I do double check it for calibration before each use. It's dead on. I mean, in this, I can get you a $20 discount down below somewhere on a link. Eventually, after a few, it throws me a little chump change. But yeah, I love this thing. I use it, I compare it to my tilts. Every now and then they're just a hair, but they're never really off by much, if anything. I'd say about 9 out of 10, they're dead on with each other, which is awesome. Number 12, and yes, I had to clean it just for this video because I clean the inside every time, but I don't always clean the outside that well, apparently. But right there, Anvil Foundry with the recirculation pump, which I have in a box for when I brew next. But yeah, Anvil Foundry, double walled, supports 110, 220, 120, 240, whatever. But yeah, just an amazing system. I like it a lot. Newer systems, I don't think you need the little small batch adapter, but on that one you did. That thing will run you about $5.25, so $5.25. And prices, like I said, are constantly, especially right now, a lot of companies are putting things on sale. I know Anvil was running a big discount on stuff. I know a lot of other companies were passing that same discount on through their site. And number 13, no, I don't own one. I have considered one, especially with the big price drops recently, which I expect to not go all the way back up to the top after the holidays, but we'll see. Brewzilla 4.0. Brewzilla 4.0 still has a couple things that I'm a little concerned about, but they have workarounds, fixes, solutions. Just really would like to compare them side by side in action and be able to present that information to you. But you click on the likes, you click on some of the links, check them out. Who knows, maybe I'll have one sooner than later. But yeah, the Brewzilla 4.0, just a nice system. Both that and the Anvil are low density for the heating elements, which is one of the main reasons I recommend them. Number 14 is actually gonna be 2 systems because I think they're very comparable. You have the BrewEasy from Blickman, compact, all in one. Amazing system, I'm really enjoying it. I've been brewing with it recently and doing a lot of other tests, and just an amazing, amazing system. I think all systems have some areas that can be improved upon, and actually the areas that I think this one could be improved upon, Blickman sells the parts. So it's more of like a feature upgrade, you know what I'm saying? Just like the Brewzilla, where I mentioned, you know, neoprene and the heating plate. There's a few improvements that they've put out recently. So BrewEasy, compact, all-in-one from Blickman. These systems that I'm going to talk about, the other one being Clawhammer supply, and I prefer the 220s, but you can go 110. But these things are going to run you anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. I will not recommend that you buy this without the advice of the person you're buying it for. There's just too many options and too many things that you can buy that would be completely wrong from what that person would really want. On to the last one, and the one that's not quite as hard, but number 15, and 15 is the Komos Kegerators. You can get them from several places, and all of this stuff, sometimes you can buy it too at your local homebrew shop. Definitely check your local homebrew shop. You might be able to just buy it right there, bring it home, and not have to worry about shipping or anything. Although most companies seem to have stuff in supply, in stock, and shipping very quickly from what I'm hearing. But the Komos Kegerators, they'll run you $680 to $3,600 plus. Yes, plus, because you could add all kinds of upgrades and special things that you may or may not need. But yeah, Komos, MoreBeer carries out a wide selection of the Komos Kegerators. You go anywhere from 1 tap, which I don't recommend. I recommend at least minimum 2 taps. You can get 4 in most of the basic ones, all the way up to 8. But yeah, amazing systems. Can also be used as a fermenter, especially if you want to do some lagering that maybe you can't do now. But that's it. I mean, I know it's a lot. There's a lot of equipment out there, but those are on the more expensive side. Like I said, I did give you more than half of them under $200, which is always nice. So don't forget, like, subscribe, keep sharing. Share this video to anyone you're trying to get to hook you up or help you maybe going 50-50 on some equipment. I don't know. I've heard of people doing that too. So thank you and cheers.